Good evening, guys. Good evening. Yes, this is Spirit Journey. Have a little different setup here. Yes, I am experimenting with my camera. I haven't used it in quite a while. Sit down. You better not jump down. Sit down. Yeah, my little doggy. Oops. Yeah, she hurt her leg, Lily. No, you're gonna sit there. You sit down. Yeah, I'm in my bedroom right now, and I have a different setup here. I have I'm using my Canon EOS Rebel T5i and a tripod with a different arm to use. Lily, you should see what she's doing. Yeah, she hurt her leg, so I'm really concerned about her because I don't want to get... No, Lily, you're going to sit down. Yeah, okay. Everybody's trying to get the big cozy on Mama's bed. Yeah, they know something's up. They hear me talking and the sound of my voice is exciting them. Well, yeah, I have a different setup here, as you see. I have my camera aiming downward, and I've been trying to mentally psych myself up to do this arrangement with the camera. I wasn't sure how to do it, and I looked at a couple of videos the other day to encourage me and to really find out how to to do this. Really, you all have the answers within you. It's just a matter of you psyching yourself up to do what you know you have to do. Yeah, let me light my candle here. Yeah, I want to do some talking. You know, Spirit Journey. Lily. You're not going to put your nose in that camera. I mean, in the flame. Lily. I don't want to talk. No, you sit down. You sit down. See, blowing out the candle. Oh, wait, Lily. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. The light is beautiful. I love candlelight. I hope you can see it. You sit down. I'm not talking to you, Lily. Yeah, dogs, you know, they, You should see them. You should sit down. See that? You're going to mess up some stuff. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is the first time I'm doing this setup. You sit down, Lily. Okay. My apologies. Yeah. Today is... what's that? Today I think it's Thursday, April 23rd, 2020, and the time is now 9:39 p.m. And as I said, this is a different setup, and so this is the first time I'm ever doing this type of setup like this. And so it's going to be a learning experience, and also just to see how to do this. And again, as a lot of my videos, I do a lot of talking. Oh, almost forgot how I have for the audio as a backup, because I don't know how this camera's audio will pick up the sound, and this room has a bad echo. So as a backup, I'm using my iPhone to record the audio, and then I'll dub it in. So I hope it works. Yeah. But I'm going to do a tarot card reading. And I want to do the tarot card reading on this coronavirus. This whole ordeal now, so I think it's about maybe 5 weeks now, 5-6 weeks in New York, this crisis. I'm upset about the whole thing. I do know several people, relatives of mine. 3 have died, 2 classified with coronavirus. The third one, I don't know, definitive. And then a family member who was in the hospital and has lung problems now. Never had lung problems. The person's illness started with a headache, and they were tired, headache, and then the fever came, and then the breathing problems. And it's a whole learning experience regarding that, this whole process. I think how they're handling the system, how they're handling the problem is actually making more fatalities. Because, see, if your breathing's not, see, the breathing issue is like the final climax of it, of the illness. So you get all these other symptoms, and then whammo, the breathing. By that time, it might be too late for you to really fix the problem. It gets worse. So this person that I know who now has lung problems, he didn't have lung problems before, but now with the waiting game, he waited over, was that 2 weeks? So I hope they learn a lot about this process, the system, that don't wait for something to get worse. You nip it in the bud when it's cheaper to do it. But see, their excuses that, oh, you just have to get the critical now. So on one level, okay, I could see them doing what you call, like a triage, getting the most critical. Yes, you want the most critical, but you're doing things and it just seems to be causing more problems. It's just a lot of problems and everything. So how are they going to handle this in the future? How are they? It's just so much that I feel they're really messing up. So I was just, what really led me to do this tarot card reading is because I was watching a video, and it was a healthcare worker. I don't remember if the person gave their name. I don't think they did. They had a mask on, the surgical mask, and they were in this supply room of all these ventilators. But the ventilators that they used, that was in storage, is the one, I guess it's like a sheet or something that, like not the tube, but the one like it holds in the air. And so they had that, and they're not using it. It was a whole sea full of these ventilators. And so he's saying, why are they holding them here? They want them to use the one with the tube. But remember, the one with the tubes, as we've been hearing, it's the one that causes damage to the lungs, because these what do you call it? The ventilator with the tube, it's how it's calibrated, and the maker of these isn't someone who's knows really. It's not their industry to make those type of devices, but they're making it, and they haven't really used them on subjects before, and so it's like they're experimenting with this. And a lot of people, once they get I think the word incubated, oftentimes they die. And they say, hey, you better not, better not get that tube. Just give them air, the old-fashioned way. But they're not. So you start to ask yourself, why are people, why are they handling this way? Why are there so many deaths associated with coronavirus? And you start to look at what is the outcome of all this? Well, you have new laws that are in place, right? You even have this stimulus, and people supposed to be getting a check in the mail, like minimum $1,200, and then each kid $500, something like that. But look what we just found out. There's this corporation, I forget the name of the company. They're getting several $1 million, and then they say, oh, okay, we're not going to accept it. Isn't that fishy? There are many companies, but they're not getting several $100 million. Or unless I heard it wrong, maybe it's that 800 something million is being divided. But some of them, what I did understand, will be in the millions. How do you get that? Right? So it seems to me that maybe, I'm wondering whether this coronavirus is a ruse for, how do you say, for bailout, to get these companies money so they could give themselves money. You think those large companies are going to give it to their co-workers? No, it's for, I speculate it's going to be for the heads, and they're going to feed themselves bonuses, and then everyone beneath them maybe just get fragments. You know what I'm saying? So it's a nice way, a clever way of feeding the rich and using this crisis to just do that. So it's like, oh, okay, I believe there's a lot of politics involved, and this politics had the nation put everybody on a lockdown, and then the corporations are saying, you better cut it out. Hey, and maybe behind closed doors they may be saying something like, oh, we'll pay you back. We'll pay you back. We just, it's politics, but just, wait patiently. You're gonna get your piece. So what's a nice way of doing it? Oh, there's so many of the little people who don't have, money. They didn't get a check for 2-3 weeks, and so let's just give them. Let's show how nice we are, and pay them the $1,200. But what people didn't know, that these large corporations are going to get in the millions. So I was angry, and so I thought, let me do a tarot card reading. And what I want to ask the tarot deck, I want to ask, is this coronavirus, listen, I have to be really careful, is this a real phenomenon or a man-made crisis? That's what I want to know. So I'm just going to split the decks here. Yeah, so I cut the deck. I'm going to do what they call the truth spread. This utilizes 5 cards. This one. Move it over. Just trying to set it up. It's the fifth one. Okay. Put these back. Okay. Now, Lily, sit down. Sit down. Okay. I'm sorry there. Yeah, so the card, Lily, you gotta sit down. You gotta sit down, baby. Okay, Mommy Bear. Okay, so I have here, folks, this is a book that sit down, Lily. You need to sit down, baby. This is the booklet that I'm going to use to read what the cards mean. Okay, good girl, Lily. Yeah, it's called Afterthoughts, the Guide to After Tarot. Yeah, this deck is about knowing you're trying to foresee the future. But in this case, I guess the near future. What is the outcome of all this? Or what's behind the scenes? So I'm going to read the cards. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to read the cards, and again, I don't do this for a living, but I'm curious about how it's going to read, and we'll have fun in the process. So let me just turn over the first card. This base card is going to foretell the foundation or the root of what is what is the real issue of me even asking this question. Okay. And this card here, I'm just going to do one at a time. Okay, interesting. The Sun. I never pulled out the Sun card before. Let me read what that is. The Sun card. Yeah, this book is set up a little different too. Let's see. Sorry, it's taking me. Yeah, this book is very different how they set it up. They group them based on numbers. But I just know this card is the... Oh, okay, I think I found it now. Okay. Okay, yes. Okay. So, those of you who want to, let's see, okay. So if you could zoom in, put a stop on that. It's the other page. So I'm going to read it. Okay. The Sun, also glory, The sun is a symbol of consciousness and action. Okay. Yes. It's the center of the universe and the source of heat, illumination, and life on Earth. Card description. Okay. Underneath the bright yellow sun, two beaming naked toddlers play tug of war with a red banner on a staff. They're chubby and cherubic with masses of golden curls. The child on the right is wearing a crown of sunflowers plucked from the field behind him, along with a bouncing red feather. The sun above them has a face like a child's drawing. So I hope you can get that. Okay. Key symbols. Let me read that. The sun is a symbol of illumination and enlightenment because it's the center of our solar system. It represents the true center of every individual's universe, 3/4 ourselves. We can only see the world from the center of our own existence. The sun symbolizes consciousness, self-awareness, and ego. It illustrates our need to shine 3/4 and our need to find a moon-like companion that can reflect our rays. The sun isn't reflective like the moon, but active. The sun radiates the energy and heat that the moon later reflects. Symbolically, it embodies masculine principles of energy and action, as opposed to feminine qualities of receptivity and reaction. The sun does conceal some secrets. While some of its rays are visible, others fall into the ultraviolet end of the spectrum. The sun is the marker of annual events like birthdays and anniversaries, as well as solar holidays like solstices and cross-quarter days. The children in the card are naked because their enthusiasm is unbridled and pure. They're nude. They have no reservations or inhibitions. The banner, technically a standard or a symbolic flag mounted on a pole, represents a rallying point and an inspiration to victory. The garden wall symbolizes safety and protection. Beyond the wall, sunflowers grow as a symbol of hope and inspiration. During the course of the day, sunflowers keep their faces turned toward the sun as it moves across the sky. Historically, the rising and setting sun has always been a symbol of life and death. Now that's interesting. I didn't know that that's a symbol of life and death. Oh yeah, okay, I see with sunrise, sunset, okay. Traditionally, the sun was known as the Lord of the fire of the world. Okay. Okay. Now, suggested interpretations. Okay, let me just show you that. It's up here. So I hope you can read that. You zoom in. Yeah. Okay. So, move. Okay. So, let me read that. go outside and play. These are the interpretations. Go outside and play, get some sun, feel the wind, dance in your hair, and the ground move beneath your feet. Recharge your batteries. Find an occasion to celebrate. When the sun sets, you can dance beneath the stars. Interesting. So you know what I think this is trying to tell me? Okay, this is the root of the basis of the question as it pertains to the validity of coronavirus. And again, I mean to also say, this is not to put down anybody who got hurt from any health condition during this time. Again, I have a family member who just got out of the hospital. This will be the second night to be home. So it's not trivializing those who are honestly hurt. But I think that this whole drama system is something fishy. That's all. But again, with regard to this sun card, and as a basis, a foundation of the question that I asked, I think it's really saying, to me, that I have to chill out. That I want to unwind. I should unwind and enjoy the sun. And I did go out, what's it? It could have been 2 days ago. I went to the park, and I had a nice time. It was really nice. So maybe in all this drama is saying, hey, I need to unwind. Okay. Now let's look at the second one. Okay. I never saw that card before. Okay, this looks like the Six of Cups. Let's look at that. The Six. Okay. Okay. Okay, the Six of Cups there. So if you could put on pause and zoom in, that's the information. So you can come to your own conclusions. Okay. So let me read it for you. Okay. So the Six of Cups. Welcome home. Oh, in this position, this card represents my fears and desires. So again, this was the base of my question. And then this one is my fears and desires. Remove that. Okay. So what are my fears and desires as it pertains to this coronavirus validity or not? Okay. So it reads this. The Six of Cups is the card of nostalgia and happy memories. Card description. 2 children in the courtyard of a medieval village scamper toward an old man with a beard. He stands with open arms, waiting to collect them in a huge embrace. The courtyard is filled with potted plants and flowers. Key symbols, okay. The winsome young pair in the Six of Cups represent the innocence of childhood. The man offers encouragement, patience, and wisdom. He's a father figure with unconditional love and support. The courtyard is a place of safety and security. Okay, sorry about that. The timer went off. Okay, what I was saying now. The Six of Cups, I'm not sure what it if it cut it off at completely. Okay, let me just read that back. The Six of Cups, as I was reading, the key symbols, the winsome young peer in the Six of Cups represents the innocence of childhood. The old man offers encouragement, patience, and wisdom. He is a father figure with unconditional love and support. The courtyard is a place of safety and security, with walls that protect inhabitants from prying eyes and passerby. An armed guard patrols the perimeter of the card, offering an additional layer of protection. The shield on the pedestal is a symbol of history and tradition. The flowering cups represents the sweetness and beauty of life. Historically, the Six of Cups suggests that an inheritance was on the way. Traditionally, the Six of Cups was known as the card of pleasure. Astrologically, it's associated with the sun, the source of energy and enlightenment in Scorpio, the watery sign of mystery and depth. Suggested interpretations. You might be reunited with a long-lost friend. You could even find yourself reconnecting with a childhood sweetheart. The Six of Cups might refer to a soulmate, someone you were destined to connect with during your lifetime. A brother or sister might be instrumental in giving you guidance. Some memories are bittersweet. Interesting. Very interesting. Now, when I was looking at the key symbols for this card, the Six of Cups, I took it like in this whole thing with the coronavirus that, again, this card represents my fears and desires. Like I'm looking for someone to someone to give me a sense of comfort. And sometimes I feel like that, like here I'm alone, but you want to feel like someone's with you, someone cares. So that's how I took it. But even though their interpretations is more of someone coming back into my life. That's interesting. Okay. Now this card here, this card represents what's working on my behalf. Let's see what it is. Okay. 10 of Clubs. Okay. 10 of Clubs. Sorry, trying to find this. See the photo where it should be. This one's. That's a club. Yeah, I don't like how this book is set up. It must be wands. Okay. Okay, I thought this was 10 o'clock. Okay, this is a 10 of wands, I guess. Okay, let me read it. 10 of wands. It says, get it together. The 10 of wands is the card of perseverance, even in the face of confusion and dismay. Card description: a laborer sits and leans against a solitary timber like a crutch, while he looks down at a nine other wands that have fallen in disarray. He's found a convenient place to lay down his burden, relaxed his back, and find reports and time to systemize, reorganize, and rearrange his work. There's a house in the background which could be his final destination. When he catches his breath, he can make short work of the remaining task at hand. The key symbols. The 10 of wands symbolize the burden of work and obligation. And yeah, I feel like an obligation right now. Personally, the obligation, trying to find out what's going on. Okay, the worker is a beast of burden, more valuable for his brawn than his brain. His expression demonstrates that he has other plans for his life. He'll be able to think his way out of this mess. The rock he's sitting on gives him grounding and stability. The cottage in the background is a refuge and place of rest. Traditionally, the 10 of wands was called the card of oppression. Astrologically, it's associated with Saturn, the ring planet of boundaries and structure. In Sagittarius, the fiery sign of long-distance travel and philosophy. And then this is what they say, which is the suggested interpretations for this card. And it's such. You'll have to do some heavy lifting. Have a plan to make the job easier. Work smart, not hard. Push through. Finish strong. Okay, so that's what they say, what is working on my behalf. Okay, that's nice. Now, this card represents what is working against me. Let's see what that is. Okay. Okay, this is the 7 of Pentacles. Let's see what that means. Okay. So those of you who want to read what the book says, you just put it on pause. Okay. So I'll read it. Okay, the 7 of Pentacles and a day's pay. A day's pay, this says. Okay, this is what's working against me. The 7 of Pentacles is a card of patience and reward, not only for a good day's work, but also for planning and careful preparation. Card description: a young man walks past to a ripening crop of pentacle-shaped fruit. He's already harvested a ripe, round specimen to take home for dinner. He's carrying it tucked under his arm while his hoe is slung over his shoulder. Okay. Key symbols. While money itself doesn't grow on trees, the Seven of Pentacles does suggest that it's possible to grow one's finances through careful planning and cultivation. His hoe is a tool for cultivating success. While continued prosperity seems imminent, the card might be a warning of sorts. The young man could be planning for a rich harvest he expects, but that thinking could be premature. Late summer storms occasionally rumble through, and they flatten even the hardest of crops. Historically, the Seven of Pentacles was believed to symbolize arguments and quarrels. The Seven of Pentacles signaled a raise, promotion, or some other improvement in position for a lady's future husband. And read on. Traditionally, the Seven of Pentacles was known as the card of unfulfilled success. Astrologically, it's associated with Saturn, the ringed planet of boundaries and structure. In Taurus, the earthly sign of stability, comfort, and pleasure. And these are their suggested interpretation of what this card could mean. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Instead, get back in the field and do all you can to cultivate a bountiful harvest. Water your plants. Metaphorically speaking, pull weeds, be patient, and give your garden time to bloom. So this is what's working against me. Okay. So that's interesting. I guess it's saying, well, you tell me what you think what it's saying. I didn't think I was, maybe they're saying I'm being too, I don't know. And I'm thinking that, now how could that be working against me? Can't really figure out this one. But that's interesting though. Okay, so last but not least is this one here. And this is the outcome card. The Ace of Swords. Okay. Ace of Swords. Let's see what that is. Okay. It's the Ace of Swords here, so if you want to watch that candle. So it starts down here. Okay, down here, and then press another page. So if you want to put it on pause, let's see. You could put it on pause here. Get the other page. Okay, those people might want to read it for themselves, and you come to your own conclusion. So the Ace of Swords, let's see, air power. Okay, so this is the outcome card of, as it pertains to my question. And my question is pertaining to coronavirus, this whole crisis. Is this, this is just a farce or what? Okay, air power. The eerie Ace of Swords cuts to the heart of any issue. Okay? It represents the essence of reason, thought, understanding, and verbal communications. Okay. The sword also represents an ability to cut through any clouds of confusion and to pierce through any veil of mystery or misunderstanding. Sounds like I need something like that in this situation. Okay, card description. A falcon rests on a leather-gloved hand that emerges from a swirling bank of silver clouds. The bird's talons are as sharp as the sword that hangs from the outstretched hand. Okay. The falcon is hooked to keep it calm and tethered by its feet. At any moment, the falconer will release it to soar, to hunt, to kill, and bring back its prey quickly, efficiently, and ruthlessly. Okay, guess this here. Key symbols. All of the aces represent new beginnings. The Ace of Swords symbolizes a new beginning on an intellectual level. The sword is a long-standing symbol of justice, liberation, and truth. The goddess of justice holds a sword. So did medieval knights who were sworn to protect and defend those who couldn't fight for themselves. The Eerie Ace of Swords cuts to the heart of any issue. It represents the essence of thought and intellectual understanding. It symbolizes your ability to communicate your thoughts through words, either written or spoken. Falcons are raptors, deadly birds of prey that can be trained to hunt. Wow. A falconer wears leather glove called a gauntlet, which serves as perch for the bird as well as protection from their razor-sharp talons. Traditionally, the Ace of Swords was known as the root of the power of air. Astrologically, the Ace of Swords is associated with the air signs Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Suggested interpretations again. Let's see. Swords always suggest a battle of some sort, either aggressive or defensive. Okay, reading on. You can use your keen sword-like intellect to promote and protect your ideas. Truth cuts both ways. Focus on thinking and speaking as clearly as you can. This is not a time to fight for middle ground. Be quick and to the point. So what did you guys get on that? What is it saying? Air power. That it's something that should be, something that is discerned. Okay, they're saying about the bird. It's prey. I guess it goes both. You know, this bird is being used. It's the tool to get your job done. So what is the job to be done here as it pertains to coronavirus? Well, again, it's the interpretation. It says that it's souls always suggest a battle of some sort. So this is a battlegrounds. Yeah, as it said, aggressive or defensive. Be quick and to the point. So it's, not to fight for middle ground. So it's that, I guess be aggressive about this. Yeah, it's not really saying. But I guess whatever what I think, just go for it. Very interesting. So guys, what do you think about this whole reading? This, I haven't used these cards, I don't use them often. They're relatively new. But this reading, I have to be upfront. This reading, after going through the cards here, I can't really figure it out. I'm not really sure. Yeah, this reading here, usually I get very more definitive answers. I gotta really think about this. What do you guys think? What do you think all this means as it pertains to the coronavirus? Is this something real? Is it suggests it's a battle, and be on top of it, and whatever would I do to do quickly? What is it? They say this card is working against me. I don't know. I can't figure it out. So you guys come to your own conclusions as it pertains to this coronavirus. Is this something that's real? Or what? For me in this reading, it seems very, very vague. So, I hope you like this reading, and let me know if you have in the future any other readings you would like me to do. So this is Spirit Journey signing off. Enjoy your day, and yes, comment below, share this reading with your friends, family members, people who you think will enjoy this, and to give me the thumbs up. Thanks guys. Bye bye.